Hello there, this is Ofsen and welcome back to my first project video. In today's project video, let's create a counter program and how we use to increment and decrement the value. So enough talk, let's get right into this video. Let's create a button. So copy and paste this, and inside the button we'll use an ID. We'll say increase button, and using the ID, let's decrease the button. And in button ID, we include reset. So this is add, subtract, and reset. And there we go. We have these buttons here, add, subtract, and reset included. So in here, let's create a div in between between the divs. And then let's call this one class. Let's call this one as ID container. Now we create both buttons, including the add, subtract, and reset, and we include the div ID and name this one's container. Okay, so once you have styled the HTML framework in here with the ID on, now would style out the CSS, which I already styled it. So let's uncomment this. And there we go. So here's what it looks like with the label styling. So I display out the block, and text align, I give it center. So this is here at the center. Font size 50 pixels. So I'm enlarging out the size. And margin top 50 pixels. Color white. So display this one to white. Background color, I changed this one to this peach color. And you can choose any color you would prefer, but this is as demonstration purposes. Padding 10 pixels, border radius 10 pixels, so keep it consistent. I styled out the container using the max width, margin, display, and all of the other properties I've been using. So mainly, I just styled out the 300 pixels and for the max width and display to block, margin, and text align center. And I changed the background color from lighter green, and box border radius is 10 pixels, and the box shadow is basically changed this one to black as well. So let's keep it like this. Okay, so 4 pixels. Yeah, there we go. So now here's the box shadow for this. Okay, this time let's add a class inside of the button. So class, we call it button, and we'll just copy and paste from the buttons that we just created. There we go. And now let's style out the button. So button, we call it padding, 10 pixels, 20 pixels. Then background color, let's smoothen out the intensity. There we go. And color, let's call it white. And border radius, we'll say 10 pixels. Cursor, pointer. There we go. So transition, we use this. So there we go. Now it shows a transition of where, let's see if I refresh, it will show like a transition. There we go. Yeah, so this is the buttons now being styled, and we'll create the hover. So button, hover, we'll say background color. Let's use the same color. So this color, but then let's slightly increase a bit. There we go. Now the hover is now good. And we use transition. 3 seconds. Okay, 1 second. Yeah. There we go. Now it looks good. And now those buttons now been styled. Let's continue this video on part 2, where this time I'll be using the functionalities in JavaScript with the button. I've only been using HTML and CSS to create the framework and styling out the buttons and the container. So if you want a part 2, please like, subscribe, comment, turn your notification bell so you don't miss a video. And I'll catch you guys in part 2. Take care. Peace.